Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Ready to go? Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, he went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Now here is TJ Friedl. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
No outs, runner on second. Next pitch is popped up. And there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Stepping in, Matt McClain. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a base hit up the middle. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And the batter now, Jake Fraley. Over to first, and he's saved. Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And downstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
At the belt and fires. And that's ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Swings through that.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And the batter now is Joey Votto. That's off the mark. 2-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 2-2.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And he deals. Just off the outside edge. Number 33 up next. And a payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Base hit center field. Runner around third. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the rookie first baseman, number 33. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Kicks and fires. Here's a high chopper. Horner over to first. And that is that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and today's starter, Luke Weaver. What do we need to know here?
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now the right fielder, number 40.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, number 40.
And a pitch. That's inside.
That's inside.
Left-hand hitter waits. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. The 2-2.
3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And the righty deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. To the right side, McLean. Whips it to first. One up, one down.
Batting second.
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Nico Hoerner.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side to first. And two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Two outs, base is empty. Now here is Ian Happ. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So they make short work of him there. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs nothing. Second inning set to go. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Will Benson. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Tyler Stevenson taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Righty to the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. Suzuki makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Senzel.
Now it's Nick Senzel. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Crushed in the air, left center field, way back there, no doubt about it. He flexes his power with that swing, his 9th homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-zip. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. First time up was a pop out. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-1. Kicks and deals. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Now at the plate, Matt McClain. Back to the mound. Turns to second for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki.
The 1-1. Swings through that one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next offering misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Line drive, speared at first. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Dansby.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
In the air, left field. Benson settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Swing and a bouncer. Gets it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. Here's a 1-1.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. It bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That's all for Jameson Taillon, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Javier Assad into the game. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 72, Javier Assad.
So a man aboard, and now Spencer Steer. He's 0 for 1. 3-2 now. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Suzuki racing, makes the catch.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Joey Votto.
That one hammered center field. This one's got a chance. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His 12th of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and now the first baseman, number 33. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Digging in, Will Benson. Singled and scored his first time. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Next one is off the plate. Now 2-2. Stays alive. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are two down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Checks over to first. Back safely. The pitch. Hard hit right side. The throw to first, and the inning is over. Joey Votto goes deep for Cincy. It's now 7-0. Back here at the friendly confines, set for the bottom of the third. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. And a pitch. And a count 1-2. And down on strikes. And one gone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The catcher.
Now it's Yan Gomes. The 1-1 is fouled off. Yan Gomes waits. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And Gomes is retired. 2 down.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nick Madrigal. On the ground to third. Zips it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And the Cubs are down in order. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Welcome back. On to the fourth. In now for the Reds, Nick Senzel. The wind of the pitch. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. And now 2-2. Next pitch is outside. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Now the throw to first on the run. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The center fielder, TJ Friedel.
Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedel, 1 for 2. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away. And the batter now, Matt McClain. Ball to strike. And that's outside.
Ball 2.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Reds go down quietly, and they hold a 7-0 lead.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, number 40.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one misses in the dirt.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The pitch. Got him looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Nico Horner. The 2-1. Now this is in the air down the line. Benson settles underneath it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Ian Happ up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ball to strike. The pitch. And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
In the air, out towards left center. Nice grab on the run. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They continue to trail 7-0. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Adbert Alzolay. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Alzolay.
At the plate, Jake Fraley.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2-1. Chop to first. Candelario tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Spencer Steer.
Now the third baseman, Spencer Steer.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And here it comes. Popped in the air. Left field. Happ brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Reds DH, Joey Votto. He's already homered in this game. Here's a 2-1. Just off the outside part of the plate. This ball's chopped on the ground, and they tag him out. Nobody left for Cincinnati, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. And welcome back. Leading off, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, as a hitter, you don't want to be part of a team that was no hit. I mean, that's embarrassing, man. So this guy right here, he's looking to do anything he can in this leadoff at bat to make it tough.
That's a laser base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Nobody out, runner at first. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
So now here's the DH, Christopher Morel. Grounded out his first time. The pitch. That one off the mark. 2 balls and a strike.
Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Strike 2.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
2 on with 1 out. Jeimer Candelario now at the plate. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Suzuki around third. He will score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. To third, not in time, and it's runners at the corners with 1 gone. Here's Yan Gomes. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first. Here's a 1-1. Runners are at the corners, one away. Fastball for a strike. 2-2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 7-2. And here comes David Bell as he's ready to make the change. Go to his bullpen. Luke Weaver won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Ian Jabot comes on now. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
79, Ian Jabot.
Nick Madrigal, the next Cub to hit.
Nick Madrigal.
Next pitch is outside. They say you win. The next pitch misses. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one ripped. And that'll do it.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Guys can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families. And that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: